I'm literally not even gonna intro this video. Like, I guess subscribe if you want. Honestly, if you wanted to, you would. So what do I gotta tell you for? Sorry. I feel like that came off bitchy. I don't know, I've been watching a lot of Euphoria. I'm literally Maddie. Like, me and every other bitch is Maddie.
Bitch, you better be joking.
Speaking of Euphoria, I'm gonna be doing a Euphoria-inspired makeup look because what else am I gonna do? ColourPop literally sent me so many colored eyeshadows, so I have to do a colorful look. What? Okay, but I'm just gonna literally do my makeup, get ready with me. I'm gonna tell you a story that popped into my head because of Euphoria. It reminded me of acting. If you don't know, I'm an actress as well.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I don't know why I feel like embarrassed to say that, but I am.
I'm capable.
And it reminded me of my most embarrassing audition story. And it literally is like, wow. All the products I use are gonna be in my Shopify link in the description below. Okay, so let's get ready. Ew. I literally got this milk setting spray 2 weeks ago, and it's almost done, so that's really cool. I like it a lot. So like I said, if you don't know, I'm an actor. I didn't go to school for it or anything. I just kind of jumped into it, like on my own tip. And when you're on your own tip, you find your own work, okay? So I basically found this open call audition for an agency. Like a talent agency. I was like, this is my chance, my big shot. So I sign up for this audition. Immediately the nerves, they set in. Like, I'm only human, okay? I get very nervous about literally everything. I find a way to push through, but I feel like the way I find to push through the nerves, like my brain just is like, why don't you just go on 10? Like my brain goes on 10. I can't stop talking. Like I'm just literally spewing shit out of my mouth and ass at the same time. I don't know what the logic is, but basically I get very strange. Whoop. The requirements of the audition were to prepare a monologue. So basically a monologue, it's like a scene where it's just one character talking. It's usually like a big emotional scene. It's like a long paragraph, whatever. So the truly annoying thing about an audition monologue is it has to be like the monologue of all monologues. It has to represent you. It has to represent any type of character you might want to play. It has to show a wide range of emotions. The biggest thing about an audition monologue is it has to be like under a minute. And it has to hold the attention of a casting director because when you're doing, especially an open call like that, you're getting so many people walking into your room. It's like, come on, it's like American Idol. Like, let's get it going. You got 30 seconds, like, go. It's stressful, but I picked my monologue, okay? It was like funny because I'm like, funny. I literally searched like woman's funny monologue and was like, boom. I think it started out with like the divorce papers. I ate them with ketchup. Like, it was one of those. Like, it was one of those. This is actually so hard to do my makeup and talk at the same time. Whoops. Like, this is a new skill. Where's my concealer? Okay, so I found a monologue about eating divorce papers, like, not quite in my age range as a 19-year-old. But I felt like I could play it well. It had a wide range of emotions. But the only thing was, it was literally like 4 minutes long. I literally prepared for this so hard. Yo, my makeup goes so patchy right here. Like, what is that? I ran through it with an acting coach. Like, I was so committed. Like, I was ready. Or so I thought. Okay, picture this. It's the day of the audition, okay? I'm at work. At the time, I worked at a place where a lot of actors worked. It was like a museum, so there was a lot of musical theater majors there. And I told them about the audition and how it was 4 minutes long, and they were all like, girl, no, you can't do that. Like, you literally can't. Like, you need to shorten it. So now I'm like, fuck. Like, literally, F-U-C-K. I'm gonna let this concealer sit for a minute while I do my brows. But legit, like, what was I gonna do? Like, shorten it now? No, I literally spent so long preparing, and preparing is the only thing that keeps my nerves at bay. So now my nerves are cooking, and now I'm scared. But I got some advice from an acting coach who said, you know, if you're good enough and you believe that your monologue is, like, killer, and it's so good, and you really believe in yourself that hard, they're not going to notice it's 4 minutes. So just make it really good. And the number one thing for an actor to do is believe in yourself. So I'm like, okay, nope, you know what? Haters, back off. Little did I know they were literally trying to save my life. But I was like, I believe in myself. Okay, I'm the shit. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love the 4 minutes. Every 4 minutes they're gonna be eating up. Who ate the divorce papers? I did, you know. They're not even gonna realize 4 minutes went by. They'll be like, this is where confidence turns to cockiness. Guys, I am seriously so excited. I got the Charlotte Tilbury contour and peachgasm. This is my first time using it. I can't even tell you. This had the same hype around getting it and the scarcity of it like the Kylie Jenner lip kit. So actually I'm about to have such a good time right now. Anyway, so I get to the audition. I'm in the waiting room. There's a couple other actors there. Some are practicing their audition in the corner. Oh, okay. I feel like a girly, dotting it on. I'm like, one of the girlies. Okay. It's everything I've wanted and more. A little warm tones, but you can't have it all. Okay, so I'm in the waiting room. I'm talking to the person next to me because, like I said, nerves on 10, I don't stop. And he's a pretty competent guy. I have faith that he's, gonna do good. He goes in. I'm like, okay, awesome. I'm next. I'm literally next. I'm like, what if I forget my lines? What if I choke on my spit? I always choke on my spit and it's so embarrassing. What if I stutter? What if my eyes go black? What if I pass out? I wish that would have happened, So after the guy goes in, literally 2 minutes later, not even, he comes walking out. The look on his face is that. And I'm like, what happened? And he was like, she cut me off. I'm like, what? He's like, no, she literally cut me off. I got 30 seconds into it and she said, that's all I need to hear, thank you. And sent me out of the room. And I'm like, how long was your monologue? And he was like, literally under a minute. What? My biggest fears are gonna be true. Right before I'm being sent into the room. So, good energy's flowing. Good energy's really flowing. I was actually SHITing my pants. There's this thing around being an actor that's every chance is your last chance. Every chance is your big moment. And if you don't get that, over, your career's done. It's every audition is life or death, at least for me, because I get so grandiose about the idea and the pressure to make it is so heavy. That's why I was so nervous. But I'm like, okay, I believe in myself and I'm just gonna do the audition. I'm gonna do the 4 minutes. Rachel, come on in. And I'm like, me? Or was there another Rachel? Me. Okay. I'm trying to move alongside fear, which is the only way to push through is to try to move alongside it. And I'm trying to move alongside it. I've been to plenty auditions, okay? Just be you, girl. Be you. I was seriously the last person I should have been. I should have been literally anybody else than me in that moment because I really did the most. Going in with Pinkgasm. This looks kind of crazy, actually. Is it me or the product? I think it's me. I don't know. Wow, it blends so nicely, though. Damn, it is worth the hype. Okay, anyway, so I enter the room with the energy of 1,000 suns. It's just one woman in a room with a couch. And she's sitting in the middle of it, sprawled out. That's the head of the agency. She's the one casting it. So a little bit of an industry standard is you don't shake the casting director's hand. You just don't touch them, basically, which I get because imagine if you're seeing hundreds of people a day and everyone wants to shake your hand. This was pre-COVID, but still, ew. It's an unwritten rule. And I knew that. I've been doing this a while. I knew that. So what did I do right when I walked in? Go in for the hug. I wish I could say I was like trying to be different, trying to be personable. The problem was there was no thoughts going on in my head. My body just thrusted itself forward. Arms out, smile on. Probably tears in the eyes. Like, it was like the most awkward hug of all time because as soon as I opened my arms and started walking towards her, like we locked eyes. She knew, I knew, and we were just looking at each other like, we're about to do this. Neither of us are gonna like it. So we hug. It was weird. She smelled good. She smelled really good. She hated it. I'm like blacked out from the nerves at this point. So not a great start. Definitely a little jarring. And now I'm about to do my monologue. So good energy to bring into the room. Like good energy, girl, to bring into the fucking room right before you do something that you're insecure about. I thought this contour wand and blush wand was gonna change my life for some reason. That's my fault. That's my fault for thinking that. And it hasn't changed my life. So now it's time for the monologue. The moment we've all been waiting for. Yay. You know, I was gonna believe in myself. I was gonna let the talent and the preparation do the talking, blow them away. But the look on the guy before me's face of just pure defeat, that from getting cut off, it was like all I could see. It was all I could see. So in that very moment, standing right there, looking her in the eyes, she's waiting for me to start. That's when I decide I'm going to shorten the monologue. Whew. What I was going to cut out, where I was going to cut it, how long it was going to be. No. That was for blacked out nerve Rachel to decide. And blacked out Rachel, whether blacked out from nerves or anything else, is not the person you want to leave decisions to. No. The last person you want to leave decisions to. Let's go in with the eyes, you guys. I'm going to do like a brown, round, smoky eye, kind of, and then add some color. I'm going to start with an eyeshadow stick, because I literally never use cream shadows, and I just kind of feel like that. So, I start. Voice, immediately shaky. Fuck. My confidence is like with every word I say. I look her directly in the eye, which you're also not supposed to do. Break that fourth wall. You like, that's weird. I did not do... Oh, that just broke off on my eye. Cool. Awesome color palette. I immediately don't do anything I practiced, anything I prepared. I was literally just like reciting lines and trying not to throw up. Like, I was not conscious in that moment. I was like floating above myself, watching me just like royally fuck up this monologue. Like, oh, poor girl. Poor girl. So I get about 30 seconds in and I just stop. I just stop and I go, I'm done. And she goes, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I don't know what came over me. My nerves have never done me that bad before in an audition. Like, usually I'm really good at just tuning it out and treating it just like a hangout. But for some reason, this day, I was just like so weird about it. Like, I don't know, probably because it was for an agency, because once you audition for an agent and they say no, you have to wait like another 2 years or another year before you can audition again. Like, it's really weird. Oh, that actually worked really nice. It's not even that patchy. Wow, this is making me like excited. I'm gonna go in with a powder in the same color now just to kind of define the crease. So yeah, but you know what, I was like, Rachel, girl, you did it. It was something, but I'm done. I did it. Or so I thought. So I'm like getting prepared to leave. I'm like, thank you. That was so fun. Thank you for this opportunity. And she hits me with it. She really hits me with the $1 million question. She's like, so do you have any other talents? I go, I can burp on command. And she just looks at me and she's like, Like, it did not land the way I thought it was gonna land. This woman, mind you, I didn't even describe her, but she's very, like, California, like, boss, babe kind of girl. So she wasn't, you know, loving that vibe. And so she's like, okay, yeah, anything else? Like, don't keep pushing me like this. Like, please just let me go before I say something really stupid. She's like, anything else? And I look up at her. I'm like white in the face, tears in the eyes. And I'm like, I'm a singer and a dancer. A singer and a dancer. A singer and a dancer. Boom. Rule number 2, broken. Don't ever lie to a casting director because they will find out and you will look like a fool. And it will be embarrassing. Now, I am not a singer, not a dancer, not a liar. But that day, I was all 3. The best singer, dancer, liar in the greater Chicago area, apparently. I'm like, whatever, I said it, okay, that's gonna add that to the list of, like, funny things I've said in moments of desperation, and I'm gonna head out. Maybe she won't remember that I said that. And I could just leave. It would have been a weird moment, but no harm, no foul, right? No. She goes, oh, well, sing something for me. I wasn't expecting her to say that. No, because the room, it, like, straight up went black. Like, the room went black around me. My eyes were like, because not only am I not a singer, at the time, I had a huge fear of singing in public. Like, I would have rather busted a move. Like, she could have asked me to dance, and I would have gotten down, done the Dougie, whatever. But she asked me to sing. I think she knew I was lying just, like, by the look in my eyes. And I was like, yes, I will literally sing something for you right now. I have to think of a song to sing in, like, 2 seconds. You know when somebody asks you, like, what's your favorite song or what's your favorite TV show, and your mind goes blank and it's like you've never heard a song really in your life? That's what happened to me. My mind first thinks Chandelier, and I'm like, Rachel, I was conscious enough to be like, that's worst one, right there, worst one, don't do that one. I need to stop fake crying because my eyeshadow is, like, separating so bad. Love it. I'm really trying to fix it, but, like, it's not looking good, guys. Like, sometimes we fail. Whoa. Sometimes we fail. And the more eyeshadow I put, the more my eyes water. Like, it's some sick joke. So anyway, you know what else is a sick joke? Is the amount of time that went by before I thought of a song. Like, it was a quiet 30 seconds. And when it's a quiet 30 seconds, that adds on at least 2 minutes in, like, real feel time, you know? So it was a quiet 30 seconds of me just standing there like, what was the one I did from the audition? I need to get this eyeshadow off of the corners of my eyes because it looks so bad. So we're just going to go with an upturned look. I really wanted to do downturned, but it's not in our cards today. So I look at her. Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. A song way out of my vocal range. But I start singing. I'm singing right now is, like, literally all I could think of in my mind, and, like, how funny it was. My eyes are literally going black, so I'm looking. The only place I can look is at the top left corner of the room, and I literally just am like this. You know, it's a little too quiet because it's like, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. So it's, like, weird. So I'm like, you know what'll make this better? I guess I should start snapping. So I'm literally like, let me back you up. I'm like, Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's got mad off. I can't keep a beat right now. And you know, the song has a very awkward point that I made sure to include of, and I know, like, we know, girl, we know. So I'm like, I know. She's like, thank you so much, thank you. I'm like, thank you, please, like, if that went on any longer, I might have had the world swallow me up whole. Like, that would have been a better option. Shit, I've been talking too much and, like, not doing my makeup. Okay, I'm gonna pop a color on here. Should I just stick my hand in here and grab a random color? This was literally the color I was gonna choose. I'm gonna pop this just like right in the center of the eye. Actually, maybe all over the lid. Let's see how we look. Cute. Oh, whoa, it's like a cream. Oh, this seems like a finger job. Wow, this warm toned purple really goes with the warm toned browns. Wow. So yeah, I'm like doused in sweat. My eyes, I can only imagine, are like completely black. Like there's no whites of my eyes at that point. So now I'm done. I'm like, yep, thank you so much. I go to leave, but not before I get my one final lick in, you know what I mean? I go to leave, and I'm wearing a trench coat, by the way. Like, if I could be wearing anything weirder, like a trench coat, with all the ties just, like, hanging down. I'm like, bye, thank you. I open the door. Boom, close it behind me. I closed the door on my jacket. So now I have to open the door again. And of course, I'm not going to just open it, take my jacket out, and close it. I'm going to open it and go, oh my God, my jacket just got stuck in the door, and I'm so sorry about that. That's, like, so crazy. It never happens. Like, that's so funny. That happened right when I leave. And she's like, you're fine. And I'm like, thank you so much. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm saying at that point. And then I close the door, and I literally leave. I literally go downstairs, and I cry. Like, I cry while laughing. It's, like, a very manic visual, because I'm like... Like, that was so weird, but also funny, so I had to laugh a little bit. Guys, this makeup looks so bad. Like, my eyes are watering so bad right now, and it's ruining everything. You know what? This is a lesson. Okay, this is a lesson in makeup that sometimes it just comes out bad. Nothing to do about it. Just like with acting. Sometimes you prepare your heart out, black liner. And you really think I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it well, and you think you're gonna kill it, and it just doesn't turn out the way you thought it would. Let's see if we could save it. Let's see if I could save this. So yeah, I literally laughed, cried, and then I got a quarter pounder and a 6-piece nugget with a medium fry and a large Diet Coke. That's my favorite I'm sad food. And you know what's the craziest part of that whole story? They wanted to sign me. And that's how I knew this company might have been a little bit shisty, because there's no way you could have sat through that audition and been like, let's put our money on her. And so I got the contract, and that's when I realized this was kind of a bit of a scammy company. It was one of those contracts that was like selling the likeness to myself forever. So no harm, no foul, I guess. This eye look, however, is a little bit harm and a little bit foul. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. I'm really trying, you guys. Should I just give up? No, I'm really making this bad. Like, I'm just almost making it bad on purpose now. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, sometimes not even a professional could make it work. Like, now I'm angry, you know? Story's over. The eyes look like this. I'm literally Maddie. Okay, just a little funny thing I wanted to share with you. Like I said, if you want to subscribe, you will subscribe. What do I gotta say anything? If you're new here, just know that I don't usually do makeup like this, but sometimes you just have a bad day, and honestly, today I'm a little bit thrown off. Just like that very day in that very audition room. It's getting very philosophical. Well, all right. A story with a purpose. I'm giving up. Sometimes it happens. Hey, I just wanted to play. Now I could take it off and pretend like it never happened. Well, except I'm filming it. Okay, so we all got to pretend that this didn't happen for the sake of my psyche. Thank you. And yeah, I hope you guys literally have such a good day. I hope that you play with makeup, and I hope it goes bad so that you can know what not to do the next time. I'm not going to use a shadow stick because I think that really irritated my eyes. And I hope that if you have an audition, you keep the monologue under a minute. All right, I'm going to go wash this off and sit with myself for a minute. But I love you so much. I hope you have such a good day, and I'll literally see you next week, okay? On Sunday at 2. I love you, bye.